Good morning, friends. International Youth Day is being observed on the 12th day of August. This day was designated by the General Assembly of the United Nations on 17 December 1999 in its resolution 54/120. The day was recommended by the World Conference of Ministers responsible for youth, Lisbon. This observance as an awareness day about youth kicked off in the year 2000 as a mark of the launch of the third millennium. Drawing the attention of the governments and other organizations towards the cultural, social, and legal concerns surrounding the youth world over is the purpose of the day. Workshops, meetings, cultural events, and concerts involving local, regional, and national officials as well as youth organizations are intended to be on the schedule in order to make sense out of the day. UNESCO, that is, United Nations Educational, Social and Cultural Organization, cautions the world that youth are not to be considered mere beneficiaries. They are essentially leaders and partners in finding solutions to the issues faced by the world of today, of their world in particular. They have to be fully engaged in the process of social development and have to be supported in this task by the respective societies. Audrey Azoulay, Director General of UNESCO, in her message for the International Youth Day said, "Giving young people from all walks of life the opportunity to truly be active participants in the social and political life of their societies, as well as in the multilateral project, means ensuring that we are building a world that is truly for them." Further, complementing the resilience, resourcefulness, and engagement of the younger generation, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres stated, "They are the young people who have risen up to demand climate action. They are mobilizing for racial justice and gender equality and are the champions of a more sustainable world." Arguing the cause of the youth further still, the UN Secretary General made a clarion call to the stakeholders of the human society. In the following verse, "I call on leaders and adults everywhere to do everything possible to enable the world's youth to enjoy lives of safety, dignity, and opportunity, and contribute to the fullest of their great potential." Tijani Muhammad Bande, President of the United Nations General Assembly, declared that young people are the trailblazers of progress. He proceeded to emphasize that ensuring young people everywhere access to just and equitable opportunities to fulfill their rights and aspirations is a global responsibility. Appreciating their amazing contributions towards making a better future, Tijani cautioned the world, saying, "The potential for humanity to create a peaceful and prosperous future will not be reached as long as inequities and discrimination against youth remain commonplace and young people lack opportunities to have their voices heard. These powerful voices from the top of the United Nations make it more than clear that youth is a significant reality in the world, not only amidst the senior generation, but also as regards the mainstream life of the humans, may it be the family, institution, community, city, state, nation, continent, or the entire world put together. Youth are not to be taken lightly or played down in any way. As per the estimation in the year 2000, there are 1.2 billion young people in the world between 15 and 24 years today. Well, some 16% of the global population. By 2030, the number is projected to have grown to 1.3 billion. That is a 7% increase of the youth. Recent estimates suggest that 600 million jobs would have to be created over the next 15 years to meet the needs of the employment of the youth. As a matter of fact, engaging in the political and administrative processes of the educational institution, city, state, nation, and the globe is vital to the growth of the youth as informed, responsible, and mature leaders for today and tomorrow alike. Their participation can contribute to the social quality of the society, of the respective unit as well as of the whole. On the contrary, it is terrible to see political parties using, misusing, abusing, and plundering the lives of the youth in universities, colleges, and even in schools. This instance is sure to severely tell upon the entire life of the youth and of the society. The youth could get derailed from the track of study, research, and creative involvement in the society as educated and cultural persons. Politicians have to refrain from such heartless crimes to the younger generation. Young people can be effective builders of harmony and peace in the society. Youth can contribute to preventing conflict, promoting social justice, and sustaining fairness and balance in social life. They are capable of involving in countering extremism, terrorism, fanaticism, and fundamentalism. Engagement of young people at the local, national, and global levels is enriching for processes and institutions of a range of levels. Therefore, youth require and deserve safe spaces for life, studies, innovation, startup, and work. Their voices, actions, and initiatives have to be mainstreamed, duly recognized, and warmly supported. The system of education has to be transformed in view of making it inclusive and accessible for all young persons. Participation of the youth in political, economic, cultural, and social processes of life is vitally important. In the increasingly polarized world of ours, systems of governance at various levels are currently undergoing a crisis of legitimacy and relevance. Trust in public institutions seems to highly erode due to selfish, second-rate and authoritarian ways. Political mechanisms and processes are running into a major deficit of democracy and inclusive principles. Administrative policies and practices mostly are not ethically sustainable. At the rear of such a prickly state of affairs, the involvement of the youth in these sectors can definitely make a considerable difference. In a world, country as well, that is under the serious grip of major challenges like coronavirus, political rivalry, communal distancing, and climate change, concerted action at the local, national, and global levels is the call of the hour. The active participation of the youth is sure to make a huge effect in combating these dangers. This is not a matter of choice, but is a binding duty for all those who are at the helm of affairs, running the show of the society and the country at various levels. Moreover, the senior generation in general seems to be highly inclined to keep the young under their thumb, heartlessly so. At least, they do not want to involve the young or pass on to them even what belongs to them by right or inheritance. Such a foul tendency to monopolize the show of life requires being revised, sooner the better. Balance has to be maintained between the age groups of seniors and juniors in favor of the overall health and well-being of the human society. In point of fact, youth is the most enjoyable period of life. There is a lot of stamina and energy in them. There are lots of laughter and enthusiasm in their lives. There are loads of curiosity, creativity, and novelty in them. They want to experiment with life. They are a symbol of newness. They aspire to present alternatives to whatever is stale in the human society. They want to be responsible and accountable for the human culture. What's more, young people are a new edition of the human being. They require being recognized, encouraged, and supported in favor of the brighter future of the society. While guiding them in the best way possible, with the wisdom of life they have gathered, will the senior generation have the good sense to make way for the younger generation so that there could be better options for the nation and the human society? This is the razor-sharp question to be answered today. On the occasion of International Youth Day 2021, on behalf of Institute of Harmony and Peace Studies, New Delhi, along with the entire senior generation, I salute all the young people of our country and of the whole world. Young friends, you are the architects of tomorrow. May all of you blossom up to the full stature of humanity and lead our country and the world society to brighter prospects. God bless you all. Thank you.